Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para
Babalik tayo dito sa Amorante Arena in Quezon City for your season number 3 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. On to our second game of our 9-game slate ngayong araw. Nanalo na nga makbagong San Juan kanina in the 14 under division. This time we'll have their 16 under matchup still between them and JT Bulacan Taipan. Muntinlupa and San Pedro will be our partners in the afternoon, and Quezon City at Malabon naman ang tatapos ng ating Miyerkules. Magandang umaga po muli sa inyong lahat. Hi, Ma'am Dehar. Kasama pa rin Justin Almeida, bring you reaction. Justin, this is an excellent ball game na nakita natin kanina. Continuous action on a Wednesday.
Yes, great action by both teams, makabagong San Juan and Bulacan. Tingnan natin kung makakabawi sila, yung Bulacan here in the 16 and under division.
Of course, Daphne Cristobal will still be working with us, helping us patrol the sidelines ngayong laro. Match at hand nga natin is our 16 under division between San Juan and Bulacan. Pag-usapan na natin performances of these two teams, Justin, in their previous assignments, beginning with Bulacan. Ano yung gumana para sa kanila in their previous game?
Well, you know, this Bulacan team, they are very dominant here in the 16 and under division. But, however, they were handed their first loss by Mandaluyong in a 68-65 ball game. And I was talking to assistant coach Jason, who I asked, ano yung mga naging mindset or how do the kids feel after that loss? And they said the kids are eager to bounce back, and maganda na natalo na nga sila early in the season because with a loss comes a lot of learnings and it becomes an early wake-up call para sa kanila.
They are tested, kumbaga, yung character nila to try and bounce back and secure a victory dito kontra makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Talking about the performance naman itong makabagong San Juan in their previous ball game. I covered that game, Justin, and what a finish that was, but ultimately falling short was San Juan against Taytay.
Oh, well, of course, San Juan winning their first game against Leyte by 29 points, pero tested by Taytay and losing just by 2 points, 57 to 59. And what happened in that ball game was they struggled to control the rebounds, only getting 28 rebounds for that game. And of course, with rebounding comes more possessions, more shot attempts, and their team does not average a lot of rebounds. However, they are scrappy, with a lot of players averaging a huge number amount of steals, and of course, yung balance scoring attack nila, yun ang in favor for Makabagong San Juan.
Of course, Mighty Warriors and JT Bulacan Taipan. Ang good news para sa kanila, one of them will break that losing streak. But unfortunately for the other, tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang losing column. Malaman na nga natin who among these two teams will bounce back. Let's head over to Gio Cruz.
A very pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here inside the AMORANTO Sports Complex, Quezon City, as we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's a 16-other division between the JT Bulacan Taipan and Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Now let us meet the starters from both teams, beginning with the JT Bulacan Taipan. Starting guard number 77, Kian Jordan. Other guard number 17, Roberto Alcoriza. At forward number 24, Justine Hapa. Also at forward number 9, James Kailao. And at center number 6, Ayon Kunanan. The head coach is Zalde Aureliosa, assisted by Jason Senitosa and Jerry Lipio. Team managers And now let us meet the starters for Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Starting guard number 17, Luis Sandig. Other guard number 10, Nicomedes Chunaco. At forward number 18, Gabriel Conejo. At forward number 33, Kurt Benitez. And man in the middle, number 15, Elvin Pascual. The head coach is Arvin Braganza. Assisted by Mark Silva, Eddie Pontong, Benji Pero, team manager Paulo Siliador, and team owner, the Rainman, Renren Ritualo. Officiating this ball game, Joseph Cleopas, Nino Perez, and Nino Barcenas. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso.
About to tip off dito sa ating 16-under matchup between San Juan and Bulacan. Mighty Warriors beginning this ball game with Sandig, Chunaco, Conejo, Benitez, and Pascual. Para naman sa JT Bulacan Taipan, it's Jordan, Alcoriza, Hapa, Kailao, and Conanan to round out their five. Starters brought to us, of course, by Doride, the official basketball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. The boys in white, JT Bulacan Taipan, and sporting the black jerseys with a shade of yellow. Ito namang Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. As Hapa will be called for an early foul. I have that sense na parang both these teams very eager to begin this ball game kanina pa, no? And you talked about both of them coming off losses. So that element of trying to erase the memory or that bitter taste nagaling nga sa pagkatalo, gusto na nilang makatikim muli ng panalo dito sa ating laro.
And of course, both these teams coming off a loss na dikitan pareho eh. Itong JT Bulacan lost by 3 points and Makabagong San Juan naman 2 points lang against Taytay.
Still young in the season certainly, pero ayaw mo din naman na mabaon ng maaga and get some losses here in Season 3. Conejo aggressive to the hoop for two.
No fear on that drive, challenging the front court of JT Bulacan.
A lot more confidence dito sa Season 3 that I'm seeing. Talking about ito kay Gab Conejo. Wasn't the best Season 2 para sa kanya. Played for Binyan if I remember correctly. Pero dito sa Makabagong San Juan, I do see his game really developing para sa kanya after beginning Junior MPBL sa Season 1 nung played for San Pedro, kung di ako nagkakamali.
Kitang-kita natin in the first possession alone. Just the type of yung parang demeanor niya coming into this ball game.
Pass, or ball rather, turned over by Bulacan. Babalik dito sa Mighty Warriors ang possession. Early 2-point advantage. Sandig. Getting the pick from Benitez. Pull up for Chunako and gets the 3 to fall.
Nice play there. Using the ball screen, and there, he had a popper that came up in the top of the key and nailed the three-pointer.
This time, Sandig ang mapipituhan. 5-0 blast para dito sa Mighty Warriors, Justin. Kaya sabi mo, execution-wise, maganda ang pagkaka-draw up for makabagong San Juan to get that 3 ball. JT Bulacan Taipan. Sila naman naghahanap ng kanilang unang puntos as Jordan would look to do that from the line.
Oh, Jordan being able to, well, possibly being able to give his teammates a seat. Pero that previous possession nga, ang ganda ng basa ni Sandig and that pick and roll action.
So this is Kian Edison Jordan. As Daphne reported nga earlier dun sa ating 14-under game. Couple of Jordans that has made a name for themselves dito sa ating junior MPBL from the previous season. Kian Allison and Kian Edison. Yung kanilang coach sa 14-under also. So Kenneth Jordan naman. Kuya, kung naalala ko correctly, yung report na ni Daphne.
And speaking of the Edison twins, in their loss to Mandaluyong last time, the Edison brothers were not there. They had school commitments, according to Coach Jason. Of course, those two brothers are a vital piece of this Bulacan squad, and their services were missing.
So si Conejo not missing on both charities. Sa San Juan up by 5 once again, 7-2. Step back. That short para kay Alcoriza.
Oh, the flyby there.
Jordan misses on the short stamp. So couple of opportunities para din sa JT Bulacan Taipan but unable to convert. Chunako overshoots the layup. Baba tayo sa kabila. Pascual will slip. Alcoriza finds Hapa through the middle. Draws the foul and siya naman ang susubok from the line.
Itong si Hapa, one of the main gunners also for JT Bulacan. And what I like about this kid is he is just a hooper. He knows how to get a bucket whenever it's needed.
I remember a story shared to me by Charles Quimpo, no? One of the supporters dito ng JT Bulacan Taipan. Ito si Justin Hapa is plays above his age. No? Baga, dun sa mga liga nila sa Bulacan, talagang nagko-compete at a higher level. And alam ko, nag-MVP pa nga daw or dun sa mga higher age groups. So it just goes to show the potential nito ni Justin Hapa.
Yan ang definitely kung paano ka mahihinog no? Sumali ka ng mga higher divisions and grabe, nakakuha pa ng MVP award.
Chunako getting his second 3-point conversion of this game, making up for that sorry miss kanina. San Juan up by 6, 10-4. Jordan once again, everything but the finish. As Benitez will be fouled.
Quite a sorry miss there para kay Edison Jordan. Great aggressiveness to attack the basket off of that pick and roll. Saw that half step ahead. Di lang nahulog, just rolling out of the rim.
Kind of have a feel nito si Edison Jordan is the focal point of the offense nitong Bulacan. And itong si Coach Zaldi Orellosa. Parang siya yung pinagdedirect ng opensa nila. Good block from behind there from Alcoriza. Ginayang itong si Benitez.
Being the floor general, no? Itong si Edison Jordan.
Sandig looking for a friend. Able to get it inside to Pascual. Almost a steal, but stepping on the sideline was Alcoriza. Just 7 to shoot now para sa Mighty Warriors. Conejo thought about the 3. Couple of steps closer and knocks down the jumper. Gab Conejo. An early 6 para sa kanya.
So earlier, daredevil drive para kay Conejo, and this time around, perimeter jumper.
Showing us several facets of his game so far. Trying to check Hapa this time. As Yonko gets the bump and the finish.
Big boy move para kay Yonko. Great use of the bump to create space, no?
Sandig, daming iniwasan but falling short. Hapa, nakabuelo, lilipad. Mas nailang sa depensa doon ni Chunako. Sandig, no look, Pascual. Able to hit on that short stack.
Nice find by the point guard to give it to Pascual. And just a soft touch for the big man.
You did say Sandig has been able to find those teammates able to execute yung opensa naman ni Coach Arvin Braganza para dito sa makabagong San Juan. Short on that 3 was Bulacan, and cleaning it up is Ion Drake Hunanan.
Something that Makabagong San Juan does not do so well is the rebounding. They definitely do have to box out and get a body on the offensive players.
So kung yung edge dun sa 14 under, ibibigay natin dito sa San Juan. Dito naman sa JT Bulacan Taipan, a number of their players, I would say, maybe not the tallest, pero kita mo, very hefty.
Matatalino din eh. You don't have to out-jump your opponents, but just get a body on them and make sure na hindi sila makalusot sa'yo.
Another inbound from the baseline para sa Mighty Warriors. Stison. As Hapa comes up with a steal. Yonko blocked by Chunako. Excellent defense once again. Nakakaramit at si Chunako na bibreak na fast break attempts nitong JT Bulacan Taipan.
Sinasabi kong scrappiness of this San Juan team. They may not be able to control the boards that much.
Scrappy baka mo? Wala na yatang mas scrappy pa dito kay Hadi Hussein.
How do you like that?
Ano naman yung effort din talaga nito. We covered him sa Barangay Bates, if you would recall. And this is one of the players na, kumbaga, nakanos eh. Ano mo yan? Talagang nauubos.
Race car reference na. Ito si Hadi Hussein nga, I have him here on my notes. You know, what I think of him is parang siyang super sub. Yung someone na spark plug type player na pag medyo nag-dip yung energy ng first 5 mo, siya yung isisingit mo sa lineup eh. Tapos he can boost that morale of your team.
Much like parang power bank eh. No? So, makisaksak na lang kayo dito sa akin. Ako nang bahala.
Very crucial yan for every team to have a 6th man off the bench.
Si Gab Conejo. First one was a miss. Strong on the second. So still 14-10. Abante pa rin ang 4 ang San Juan. Ooh, difficult shot para dito kay Allison Jordan. In case you get confused, 77 is Edison, 22 is Allison. Yeah. Ano mo na pala? Kasi minsan makikita mo rin sa gear nila eh. But sometimes they wear very similar.
Buti na lang yung isa naka-inside shirt.
As Hapa taking advantage, draws the foul, and gets his first 2 of the game. You know, parang napaganda pa. Natapik ni Tison from behind, but able to recover just in time was Justin Hapa, giving us that move. Brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Billy Garedi.
Kaya naman pala nag-MVP kasi maganda yung first name niya.
Yan. Justin. Pero with an E yata yun, Papi. Let me check. Yep. Ay. Yes, it is with an E. So yes, kaya. Right? Yung mga walang E, ewan ko I have my doubts. Justine Hapa scores on another. So sometimes you just need that basket. Nakita mo yung kumpiyansa niya. Agad-agad. Andun na.
Pag nakita mo maglaro, baka mapapa-E.
Mapapa-E
kita. Wala lang E yung pangalan ko, pero mapapaganon kita.
Because players sa CSB, di ba? Justine Sanchez also has an E. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, of course, Justin Almeida played at the highest of levels as well dito sa ating Philippine basketball.
Naku. Mga kuya nito.
Yan.
Naka 1 year naman tayo sa Mindoro.
Yan. Nothing to scoff at, certainly. So yun nga, wala lang E yung pangalan.
Oo.
No? So no MVPs just yet. Allison misses from outside. The push will be called though against kay Yonko. Huling-huli ng ating officials. That nudge from behind.
So now Bulacan already taking the lead. They went down earlier, 7-2.
So Solas will head to the line. Penalty na dito ang parehong koponan. There's one kid na I always speak highly about. And I saw you having a conversation with itong si Benedict Solas when you arrived earlier. I talked about Gab Conejo and how his game has developed. And the same case para dito kay Benedict Solas. Just knows his role. Right? Whenever he's coming off the bench. Parang similar to Hadi Hussein. He could give you an instant 20 of the bench actually.
Very crucial talaga yung sixth man na spot na yan. Of course, sa NBA, you have players like Lou Williams, di ba? Multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards.
Manu Ginobili, of course. But that steal from Gimarangan. Able to find a trailing Picasso. Shot too strong. Gets his own miss. Looking for a friend. Finds Gimarangan. Great fake, but short. Another offensive rebound. Almost. Stolen away by Yonko. Looking ahead. Apa once again. Look at that fake, but blocked. That time by Arzola.
Ganda ng help defense doon.
Stolen by Allison. Action picking up dito sa end ng ating first period. Apa goes reverse for the two.
Like the presence of mind there para kay Justin Hapa. His pass got deflected, but he stayed with the play and got a layup from beneath the rim.
May halong swerte na rin, no?
Oo.
Ooh, look at that move from Arzola. Peke yung dalawang JT Bulacan Taipan players.
Freezing the defender. And then with that step-through layup.
Kunanan. Able to get that layup off the feed from Justin Hapa.
Always reward your big men when they run the floor. Being rim runners here for JT Taipan.
Picasso knocks down the J. 8 seconds remaining. Nakatakas na naman Justin Hapa. A second left. Gimarangan. Half-court shot will be off. Ay, scoring na naman ang ating first period dito, Justin. As JT Bulacan Taipan, after trailing the earlier part of this first period, will take with them a 2-point lead dito sa ating second as we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic.
Well, of course, in that first quarter, nakauna itong San Juan leading 7-2. Pero in the insertion of the bench by Yonko and Hussein, they sparked their team once again. And ito, having a slim lead by 2 points to end the first quarter.
Tatapos nga ang 10 minutes, 22-20. JT Bulacan Taipan up by 2.
You're still tuning in to Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL with both squads coming off a loss para kay head coach Arvin Braganza ng team makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Nabanggit niya nga sa akin that it is an early wake-up call para sa kanyang koponan. They were down by as much as 10 to 12 points nung final minute kaya nahirapan daw talaga silang makahabol in the latter part. Especially ngayon na magkakaroon sila ng upcoming game on Monday for the NCAA Kiddies representing San Beda. Kaya dapat daw talaga yung pagpapakampante na yun ay ma-set aside nila. Ngayon, dapat kailangan mas i-level up nila yung competency nila dito sa larong ito, especially yung skills itong mga batang to. Let's see about that if they'll be able to bounce back in today's game. Sending it back to you guys.
Thank you once again. That was Daphne Cristobal with that report. Before we resume our second quarter of action, silipin muli natin ang ating quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. 22-20 nga natapos ang ating first period, Justin. And after San Juan was in the driver's seat, maagang panimula para kay Chunako, hitting on a couple of three-pointers. Justin Hapa, waking up his offense, already has 12 in just the first 10 minutes.
Oh, double digits agad para kay Justin Hapa. And in the other end naman from Makabagong San Juan, Chunako with 2 3-pointers of his own, 6 points. And Conejo as well, 6 points. So both of them leading the scoring for San Juan.
So far, hindi pa natin nakikita producing their offense. The usual suspects, talking about Devron Benitez. And ito nga si Jello Arzola. This is the player I just was talking about kanina, Benedict Solas. Hustling for that basketball, but it will stay with JT Bulacan Taipan.
Nice effort there to dive for the loose ball, heading into the bench of Bulacan.
Allison. Pull up. Knocks down the jumper.
Nice use of the jab step, freezing his defender. 2-dribble pull-up.
Jordan-esque. Ooh. Limarangan. Got the pick from Picazo. Stolen away by De La Cruz.
Read by the defender.
Bawi naman agad si Ryle and completes it with his layup. Former player ng Muntinlupa in season number 1. Season 2, I believe played for Davao. Alvin Feeds naman.
Okay.
Hussein able to feed Yonko for the finish underneath.
Yonko getting extended minutes here. Together with Hussein.
He did say there were the 2 players off the bench nga nitong JT Bulacan Taipan that gave them that extra punch, kumbaga.
Oh, especially, syempre si Justin Hapa din, double digits na nga first quarter pa lang.
Nice tap from Picazo. Able to get it to Eslao for the finish. Heads up play para kay Picazo. Keyhole jumper. Kakalog palabas para kay Allison. Jello Arzola. Oh, finds Picazo underneath. Short. Hussein with a board. Almost another steal para San Juan. Looking ahead. Yonko. To the corner. Alcoriza for 3. Way short. Pinabuksan kasi ni Daphne yung aircon dito, Justin. Kaya medyo short yung 3-pointer na yun from Alcoriza.
Medyo nanlamig yung mga players natin.
Head to their bench is Kendrick Picazo. Just 9 seconds to shoot para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. 7:43 remaining here in our first half of action. It's Edison Jordan. Finds Hussein. Against 2 defenders, bumitin pa, but took an extra step.
Thought the shot would be good. But yes, he did take an extra step.
Full court pressure here para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Able to get it across is Ledesma. Got the ball back from Natividad. Ooh, eludes Alcoriza. Nice find. This is Balita headed to the line.
Nice move para kay Ledesma, who has just checked in the ball game.
Ano naman yung galaw na yun, no? And very unselfish. Could have taken it.
Showing us the handles there.
Short on the first is Rafael Mateo Balita. converts on the second to bring San Juan within 26-25. Ooh, bit of miscommunication there between Hussein and Hapa. Leads to an almost made layup para kay Arzola.
Naluwa na naman.
Edison Jordan, kick out De La Cruz. A lot of time to work with for the white shirts. Hadi Hussein will try from outside. That's short. Rebounded by Edison Jordan. It will stay with JT Bulacan Taipan.
Falling into his hands. Was that basketball? Offensive rebound para kay Edison Jordan, saving the possession for Bulacan.
Hussein pagpapahingin muna dito. Vargas in for the first time. Hapa, once again, finishing despite the contact.
Trying to pick up where he left off in that first quarter. Getting an extra 2.
Move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Be Liga ready. Justin Hapa continues his excellent performance so far. With that free throw, already has 15 to lead all scorers. Stepping on the sideline, mauhuli itong si Matanggihan. Mighty Warriors commit another turnover, make that 8 here in the first half. De La Cruz, hand off to Vargas. Hounded by Natividad. Shot clock is down to 6. And this time it's Bulacan's turn to step on that sideline. A bit of court awareness. It is our first time dito sa Moranto in this season number 3. So could be.
That was De La Cruz after that jab step. Rear foot niya. Stepping on the line. Earns himself a seat on the bench.
29-25. Apat pa rin. Abante dito ng Bulacan. Ledesma. This time Buligan. Attacking the defense of Jordan. His pass wasn't handled by Jacob Valenzuela.
Not so good on the floor spacing there in that possession for San Juan.
De La Cruz once again. This time Chongson rather. Hapa isolated on the right wing. Alcoriza floats it up and in.
Great unselfish play there para kay Justin Hapa. Finding his wingman who popped up and got a floater to go down.
Make that 3 assists now para kay Justin Hapa sa dribbling infraction will be called against makabagong San Juan.
So not just a scoring onslaught para kay Justin Hapa, but also showing us he can share that basketball, has the court vision.
Mighty Warriors, sila naman ang tatawag ng timeout, down by 6. Back with the last 4:52 nitong ating first half. It's JT Bulacan Taipan up by 6, 31-25 kontra makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Abante na maaga nga itong San Juan, Justin, but here in the second, JT Bulacan Taipan doing a great job trying to, create some separation dito sa San Juan consistently. So you see Chongson knocking down the 3 from the corner, make that a 9-point lead now.
And as you can see, itong Bulacan outscoring San Juan by 7 points here in the second quarter.
Kick out, another 3. This time Vargas on the other side. Got a bit too excited there was the bench of Bulacan kasi si Chongson binigyan sila ng 3-pointer dun sa kabila.
Back-to-back sana para sa Bulacan. Pero that's why head coach Braganza was forced to call a timeout, and kitang-kita natin in that timeout. Very animated. Rinig na rinig natin yung mga instructions niya from the other end of the floor.
Even at the end of the first quarter, actually, no, he really wasn't happy with his team's performance so far. He's trying to remind his boys what they would want to execute in terms of his system.
Well, he did get an early lead in this ball game.
Natividad finally getting a bucket para San Juan. Dahan-dahan nang maalago itong JT Bulacan Taipan. Hapa. Chongson left all alone again. That time, malakas. Pero hinahanap din talaga nila to si Chongson, one of their designated shooters. Another steal. Vargas ahead to Hapa, showing us that Hapa step. As we hop over to Daphne for a report. Daph?
Not because the Jordan Twins are not around last game, they couldn't seal the win. For Coach Jaldio Riosa, he takes accountability from that loss, shuffling all his 18-man lineup during that game para lahat sila makapaglaro at para daw magkaroon talaga sila ng kumpiyansa ditong sa ligang ito. Kaya naman wala ding naging regrets itong si Coach Zalde. Well, he mentioned prior to start of the game that it was a quick ego booster for the team, reminding them na that they won over Taytay while San Juan lost to Taytay in their last game. Kaya in that scenario, will Bulacan continue their dominance here on this game? What do you think, Jaime and Justin?
Thank you, Daphne. And well, if it's any sign para sa JT Bulacan Taipan, Tiongson hitting on his second three-pointer of the game.
Extra points off the bench. Dalawang three-pointers na para kay Chongson. And I like what Daphne said na itong Bulacan team, they're also giving minutes to their bench players. Just like their 14 and under team na binibigyan ng exposure yung mga bata to be acclimated to junior MPBL type of basketball.
Importante yan early in the season. Just to make sure na, syempre, there would be instances na kulang ka nga talaga. Right? There may be some school commitments for these kids. But at the same time, as we see that Alcoriza spin cycle, yung mga pwedeng mag-step in ng mga players para sa iyong koponan.
Step in and step up para sa kanila. Use the depth of your bench because you never know when you're gonna need extra power from the other men on your team.
Speaking of power, that's a power move para dito kay Natividad. Able to draw that foul against Edison Jordan. Yan naman natin yung galaw na yun para kay Alcoriza. Series of moves, finishing off the window. One of their better performers in that game despite the loss, itong si Alcoriza.
Kitaan tayo ng mga bali na tira. Of course, earlier it was a floater. Tapos ito, medyo contorting that layup.
18 points para kay Alcoriza in that previous ball game. As on the line is Natividad, missing on that first. Only a minute and 46 remaining dito sa ating second period as Bulacan now has this 9-point advantage, 41-32. Vargas. This time, he's the one directing traffic para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Pulls up, short. Nice tap from Conanan, but able to be secured by Escoto. Now Ladesma, pull up, it's good. These guys played well off the bench as well para sa San Juan.
Somewhat of a quiet ball game, pero very efficient in his scoring.
Couple of assists as well. Edison Jordan trying to draw the foul, no whistle. Takbo tayo sa kabila, Natividad. And finish with the left.
4 quick points para kay Natividad.
Lead down to 5 now, 41-36. Under a minute to play with here in the second. Tiongson has had 6 off the bench. Another 3. Almost getting it to go.
Would have brought the house down.
Ready na nga mag-celebrate yung bench dito ng Bulacan. Vargas once again, kick it out. Edison Jordan misfires, so still can find the range from beyond the arc. Itong si Edison Jordan. Sorry, Escoto, bully ball for 2.
Immediately seeing that size advantage on Tiongson and making the most out of it.
Sa 14 under, talagang top cover yan si Zar Escoto. Mindoro, I think, and season number 1. Edison Jordan, just 5 seconds to work with. Just 2 seconds now. Conanan to beat the buzzer. That's all. So this mini run para sa San Juan to end our second quarter. Justin answering the call to action. Ito ni Coach Arvin after that timeout. They're now just down by 3, 41-38 as we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic.
Oh, well, San Juan here in the second quarter going down by as big as 9 points. But they did opt for that full court press. Caused a bit of turnovers and medyo naka-pick up na tong scoring nila care of Natividad in the second quarter. However, on the other side naman, Bulacan, laking tulong ng ginawa ni Tiongson, hitting 2 3-pointers and giving this slim lead of 3 points as we enter the halftime break.
At the half, it's 41-38. JT Bulacan Taipan up by 3 kontra makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors in this 16 under North Division matchup. So we look at a couple of highlights in our first 20 minutes of action. Maagang panimula nga para sa makabagong San Juan to take that early advantage. But once JT Bulacan Taipan found their rhythm and especially the spark of the bench for a number of their players, umabante nga sila dito by as much as 8. But matatapos ang ating first half, 41-38. Some numbers dito, Justin, what stands out para sa'yo?
Of course, for JT Bulacan Taipan, who have this 3-point lead, they are taking care of the basketball more with only 6 turnovers in the first half and 13 para sa San Juan. But one thing that San Juan is doing well in this ball game is they are rebounding much better. They already have 23 rebounds in one half. And as I told you earlier, only 28 rebounds for the full game in their last game, no? So they have done their homework, and the stats kind of don't tell the story of this ball game. Mas mababa ang field goal percentage nitong Bulacan with 39 only, pero they're leading by 3 points.
Of course, yun nga, yung off the bench, much of the damage was produced from both teams actually. 24 bench points para sa San Juan and 14 para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan.
Medyo lumalamang itong San Juan for bench points.
As we look at our fan of the game, brought to us by True Tea Iced Tea, spotting someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy, and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea. The goodness of iced tea without the sugar. Third quarter about to resume. Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors on that, I would say, a mini run to end the second period nga kung saan nakalapit pa sila to just by 3. Just looking at our scoreline dito, I believe they went on a 6-0 run to end the second period. Much needed.
They were down by 9 points. That was the biggest lead that that Bulacan encountered. But yes, you were speaking about bench points earlier, and leading the way in the bench is Natividad. Coming off that bench, did produce 7 points in one half.
I think all in the second quarter pa nga. Ito para kay Natividad, immediately making an impact pagkabunot sa kanya ni Coach Arvin Braganza.
Late insertion itong si Natividad, pero making the most out of his minutes, getting that call in the second quarter. And yun na nga, 7 points agad ang binigay niya, and making this lead just a one possession ball game.
Different set of 5 para dito kay Coach Arvin to begin our third period, and Hussein as well para sa JT Bulacan Taipan will kick off the third period. Conejo seals it away from Hussein. Gimarangan, now Benitez with a lefty finish.
Great way to share the ball there, as most of the players of San Juan touching that ball in the previous possession.
Hapa. Pick and roll with Kunanan. Great fake. Kick out, stolen away by Ryle. Gimarangan looking to dance with Hapa. Challenges the defense. Malakas nga lang at babalik ang bola sa Bulacan. Some press deployed dito para sa makabagong San Juan. Easily broken by Bulacan. Edison Jordan. Hounded by Conejo. Maneuvers his way through. Blocked. Great erasure there from Marco Del Rosario. Lilipad, Gimarangan short that time. Benitez keeping it alive. And will head to the line for 2.
As you see there, San Juan using their defense and turning it into offense. You know, they're picking up the ball handlers high. Pag lagpas pa lang ng half court, they're hounding the defenders and trying to disrupt them and not get them into their offensive sets.
Great effort there para kay Devron Benitez. Hasn't quite found this offense just yet. But effort plays like that would certainly give you some rhythm. Knocking down the free throws. As a scorer ba, Justin, is it true? No? Sometimes yung mga free throw lang na yan, makita mo lang yung bola going through the net is already enough to kind of give you a boost.
Yes, actually it does. It somehow calms your nerves and gets you in the just in that proper mindset to get in rhythm for the ball game.
After Hussein throws it away, comes up with a counter steal. San Juan now in the driver's seat, 42-41. So this is, I think, an 11-0 run now kung ikakabit natin yung second quarter. As Bulacan, sila naman ang magsa-struggle dito to find their field goals. Escoto played well at the tail end of that second, scores on his 4th point of this game.
Escoto rin, a late insertion also in that second quarter. Kita natin yung first basket niya was a bully boy move.
JT Bulacan Taipan a bit flat, no, to begin this second half. Kind of feel like parang, yun nga, dahil abante sila in that first half, there's not a lot of urgency that I feel in their game so far dito sa ating third period.
Very flat start for Bulacan. That's why pinasok na tong si Yonko.
With their energy, guys. And ito na nga. Short on that 3 though. Kunanan blocked once again by Del Rosario. Yonko able to fake out Del Rosario but still able to secure the rebound. Great defense from Marco leads to this Escoto fast break layup.
And once again, defense into offense para sa makabagong San Juan, getting a number of stops there, a number of defensive stops, and quick, easy two.
They throw it away once again. High up to Gimarangan, finds Conejo. Inside Benitez, blocked. Conejo ayaw pa rin on the second try, third try, still no go. Ahead of the pack is Cunanan. Trying to chase it was Del Rosario. It's finally Bulacan able to break the scoring column dito sa ating third period.
First basket of the third quarter para kay Bulacan on a fast break layup by Cunanan.
8-0. Binitawan dito ng San Juan to begin the third period. Make that 14 straight. Yun nga, heading back to the tail end of our second period. Meanwhile, let's head over back to Daphne for a report. Daph?
Chance they are not maximizing, turning out to be a chance they are wasting. That's how Coach Arvin alarmed his squad with this unusual movement they did during the first half. According to Coach Arvin, they have been building bad habits here in the junior MPBL, which they don't like to be brought in the NCAA Kidis. Hustle your way towards the basket, have the confidence in handling the ball, and dive for the leather. 3 reminders na iniwan niya para sa kanyang koponan. Hi, Justin.
Thank you, Daphne. And 3 points ang ibibigay sa atin ni Ral Gimarangan to up the lead now to 8. And yun gusto mo makita sa coach mo, Justin, right? That noticing that they are building bad habits and wanting to correct that before even yung kanilang tournament begins.
Oh, and at least na-call out na agad itong si Coach Berganza. And, you know, calling it out in the first half, ang laking tulong as, yun nga, here in the second half, biglang outscoring Bulacan by 13.
That time, dishing it off was Gimarangan for that finish. Timeout muna ang JT Bulacan Taipan. Have a look at our quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. Young fans, nanonood dito sa ating Amoranto Arena. Enjoying the action between Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors and JT Bulacan Taipan. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Tuloy-tuloy ang opensa dito ng Makabagong San Juan, but Benitez overcooks that layup. Hapa on the other side will be fouled by Pascual. Bit quiet itong si Justin Hapa here in our third period after scoring 17 in the first half alone.
Well, he did start the ball game really well. 12 points in that first quarter and then 5 in the second. Pero dito mukhang he has been neutralized by this San Juan defense.
Couldn't hit on the jumper as ball will stay with JT Bulacan Taipan. So 16 on their shot clock. They go outside to Hapa. Shadowed by Sandig. Now Alcoriza. Almost a steal from behind. Leaving Jordan wide open in the corner. Short para kay Allison.
JT Bulacan going cold here in the third quarter. You know, they are getting open looks, but it's not falling for them.
They throw it away. Chunaco. Couldn't finish the layup. Takbo tayo sa kabila. Yonko. They swing it to Alcoriza. Hapa. Attacks the baseline. Nice drop pass and the finish from Cunanan.
Nice move by Hapa, using that pump fake, driving inside, causing defenders to help and finding his big man.
Has been able to find his teammates as well. Sabi mo nga, more than the scoring to see Justin Hapa, his 5th assist of the game.
5 assists across the name of Justin Hapa. I like the adjustment he's doing in his game na syempre marked man na siya, scoring 17 points in the first half. This time looking to share the basketball as he is the main man for their team.
He's also able to draw that offensive foul against Arzola. His second foul para kay Jello.
Playing on both ends of the floor.
Lead sila at 8, 53-45. Cunanan once again. Nakahanap na naman si Hapa.
That assist number 6 para kay Justin Hapa, looking for a double-double performance.
Chunako from the corner. Hit a couple of threes in that first quarter. Not that time, but Natividad. Sabi mo nga, the player that played well off the bench para dito sa San Juan, scoring on another Sandig, adds 2 more.
That's painful for Bulacan as they already got the lead down to 6, but 2 consecutive turnovers and double digits na naman ang lamang.
Hapa, outside Edison. Yonko, short. Cunanan couldn't hit on the putback as a loose ball foul will be whistled here against San Juan.
I also like the hustle of this kid, Cunanan. You know, he has gotten a couple of offensive boards as well for them. And I like how he cuts to the basket and makes himself available for those gimme baskets.
That understanding lang that Justin Hapa, the vision that he has, if you are to make yourself available, trust that Hapa will be able to find you. Edison Jordan gets his first. It's his 3rd point of the game, averaging 12 a contest in their first 3 ball games.
We were talking about it earlier. Pag medyo nagdi-dip yung energy ng 5 mo on the floor, the perfect person to put in or to insert inside is Hadi Hussein as he checks in the ball game right now.
Did begin the 3rd, no? Para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Pero minsan may mga type of players na they're better off coming off the bench talaga, eh, no? And like you said, Hadi Hussein is the type na yung aura niya alone kind of gives you that plus 10 energy. Getting the first to go was Natividad. This was this move earlier. Able to draw the foul against Alcoriza.
Pwede rin pang track and field tong si Hadi.
Gets them both. Natividad has 11. First player in double digits para sa makabagong San Juan. Apa. Gets trapped. Stolen away. Great defense there between Matanggihan and Solas. Spin cycle. Ledesma gets a short stab to work.
So once again, Ledesma is quietly producing for San Juan.
Another turnover para sa Bulacan. This time Solas looks to attack and gets the finish.
Sidestep and creating space for that lefty hook shot.
2 minutes left dito sa ating 3rd period. Bulacan has to be careful. 14 na. Lamang dito ng makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. Tiptoeing the baseline. Gets it to Hadi Hussein and gets the 3 to go.
Talking about that spark, Hadi Hussein showing us the range from outside. 3-pointer from the right wing.
Badly needed para dito sa Bulacan dahil dahan-dahan nang bumibitaw itong makabagong San Juan. To back his way down is Eslao. Will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Nice power move dribble to create space using his size and length, earning himself a trip to the line.
Outscoring Bulacan is itong makabagong San Juan here in the 3rd period. 25-11, Justin. Ano yung nagbago in terms of what makabagong San Juan was executing which has allowed them to now build on this double-digit lead?
Well, I think we have to give it the credit to Coach Braganza, calling them out in that halftime huddle. Yung sinasabi nga ni Daphne na breaking those bad habits, and you have to give credit to all the boys for responding to that call.
Just a minute and 21 remaining. Jordan kick out. Hussein hit one on the other side. Off on the other. Edison Jordan masyadong masikip. Turns it over. So now piling up para sa JT Bulacan Taipan. Make that 14 turnovers now dito sa ating laro. Allison Jordan checks in. So both twins now on the floor para sa Bulacan. Approaching the minute mark here in our third period. Ledesma gets it to Picazo. Asking for it is Eslao. Solas. Another beautiful spin move. Everything but the bucket para kay Benedict.
Interior defense there para kay JT Bulacan.
Sa Allison Jordan. Able to draw the contact. Cutting the lead down to 9 and a bonus free throw coming his way. Buwan loob. Attacking two black shirts.
A basket badly needed as he cuts this lead to 8 points after that free throw.
Earlier move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. B. Liga ready. That's 31 seconds now. Solas once again. Shot clock is down to 10. Ledesma. Down to 6 now. Almost losing it. Recovers. Looking for a friend. Just a second to shoot. Matanggihan. Won't be able to put a shot up. That's a stop you're looking for if ikaw naman ng Bulacan to end the third. Tingnan natin if mapapababa pa nila itong 8 puntos na kalamangan.
Coming to the end of this third quarter. Great run here by Bulacan. Maybe can cut it down to 6 or 5 in this final possession.
They go to Edison. And he will step on the half-court line. And yun naman ang ayaw mo. If ikaw ang JT Bulacan Taipan, chance to hold for the last shot. But instead, you turn it over.
Credit that defensive stop to Solas. Pressuring Jordan once again at the pagtawid ng half-court line.
Last 7.5 seconds as Eslao. Maybe a case of butterfingers.
Series of turnovers here to end the third quarter.
Make that 3 straight turnovers. As ball will go back to makabagong San Juan. Parang muntikan ko pang sabihin na last shot time ulit para sa Bulacan eh. Pero sa inbound pa lang, babalik na muli ang bola sa San Juan. Ball will stay though with makabagong San Juan. Just 5 seconds remaining dito sa ating third period. Ledesma. Ball stolen away by Hussein. Still 2 seconds remaining. Allison will be fouled by Solas. So before the quarter will end, a couple of free throws para kay Kian Allison Jordan.
To end the quarter, no? With a little below 15 seconds remaining. It was 4 turnovers that happened.
Couldn't get the bounce on that first. Parang ayaw nila eh. Ayaw nila mag-last shot eh, no? Parehong kupunan. Second free throw will fall. So it will be a 7-point advantage para sa makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. 63-56. Heading into our fourth period as we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic.
Starting this third quarter, it was a slow start for Bulacan. Only scoring 2 points in the first 4 minutes of the third. Pero on the side of San Juan, what they did well was turn defense into offense. A couple of forcing turnovers and fast break layups, giving them the 7-point lead.
Take a look once again at our quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. Lucky fan once again na magwawagi ng mag-uuwi ng ating Chef's Magic merchandise from tip-off to the final buzzer. Every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite Unforgettable. Chef's magic. Make every meal a magic moment. Hussein gets it to Kunanan. He's played well in that third period. Missing on that short stab. Trying to look for Escoto Wasandig. Intercepted by Kunanan. Hapa looking ahead. Vargas. Ooh, steps through to the other side but falling short.
Medyo kinapos lang. Nakita natin yung nakakuha ng Chef's Magic. Si ano ata yun si Tagle. Earlier nung sa, of course, part of that 14 and under squad of San Juan.
Like to see that these kids staying after their game and watching yung kanilang mga kuya. Just preparing themselves for the next stage.
While watching.
Bonus na lang. May makuha ka pang Chef's Magic. Hapa. Drops it off to Hussein. Finishes off the window.
Once again, unselfish play there para kay Justin Hapa. Attracting the defense. Finding Hussein who has been sparking them here throughout this ball game.
He got 8 assists now para kay Justin Hapa. Able to get Del Rosario to commit. And Hussein, di naman pinahiya. Before we resume at our 9 and 15 ng ating fourth quarter, look at of course Doride, ang bola ng Pinoy, the official basketball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Kasama na natin itong Doride mula season 1 pa lang. Maraming salamat po muli for supporting the dreams of these young children. Continuing to support Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Sabi mo nga, you've tried playing around that Doride. And it's a local brand obviously, but sumasabay with the foreign brands that we usually use dito sa ating bansa.
Very nice feel to it, no? Kahit pag pinapawisan ka, still, not that slippery.
Jordan Dome might be a bit slippery on that attempt. Gimarangan weaving his way through for 2.
Zigzagging through traffic.
Galawan talaga ni Rael Gimarangan. One of the players that was very exciting to watch sa 14 under. Kita mo naman, may galaw pa rin dito sa ating 16. Inspiring once again was Addison Jordan. Lead at 7 para sa San Juan. Gimarangan. This time will try from outside. Hits back iron. Hussein secures the board.
Quick substitution there para sa Bulacan Taipan.
Parang wala naman nangyari, Justin. Kasi it was Edison replacing Allison.
Nagtanggal lang ng t-shirt.
Hussein. Jordan. Floats it up and in. Nakarami na nga itong si Del Rosario sa kanila kanina. At that time, high looper para kay Edison Jordan. To get that 2-pointer, no look inside. Benitez couldn't contain the leather. Hussein ahead of the pack and gets another 2.
There he is again, the super sub. Running the floor, extra 2 points for Hadi Hussein.
9 now para kay Hadi Hussein. Tignan mo yung energy niya dito, no? Parang the same. Benitez with a miss. Takbo na naman, Hadi Hussein looking to challenge Del Rosario. Just a bit too deep that time.
Medyo malaki yung kalaban niya nun.
Gimarangan. Good use of the Pinoy step. Draws the foul and heads to the line for 2.
Naman si Gimarangan here in the fourth quarter. I like his, yung pagpasok niya yung, like, just wants to attack the basket.
Has been his MO. Pero yun nga, may bitaw din kasi sa labas. So, I mean, as much as you want to anticipate that he will penetrate, yun, no? He's very crafty.
Yan ang mga player na mahirap bantayan. May shooting sa labas, pero when you drive inside, you really have to commit.
66-62. Abante pa rin dito ang San Juan. Lot of time left. Over 7 minutes of action. Kunanan can't get the jumper to fall. Edison Jordan, strong to the baseline. Hits on the reverse.
Strong move para kay Edison Jordan.
Strong move pa kamo. Zardes Cotto answers on the other end.
Ganda rin ang pasok nito si Scotto off the bench.
Lead back to 4. Hapa. Feeding Kunanan. Hindi nga lang mahuhulog ang layup.
Could have been assist number 9 for Justin Hapa.
Stolen away by Bulacan. Edison Jordan. Attacks the baseline once again. Scoops it up. Draws the foul against Escoto.
Furious once again. Ito si Coach Braganza.
That turnover, certainly not something to be happy about para kay Coach kasi 2-on-1. Just really visibly frustrated with that wasted opportunity.
Siyempre, they had the biggest lead at 10 points in that late third quarter. Kaya nga, series of turnovers there as bumaba na ng 3 ang lamang ng San Juan. 2 pala.
So like how Bulacan, yun nga, parang medyo lumamig sila in that third period. But nevertheless, in this fourth quarter, similar to that 14-under game, parang dito nagising bigla yung paghabol nila. Obviously, yung kanilang 14-under team ultimately fell short. But after giving up 25 points in that third period and only scoring 15 of your own, this is the place that you still want to be if ikaw naman ang Bulacan.
And I like how they are staying in this ball game. You know, it can go two ways. Either you get disheartened, becoming a 10-point lead near the end of the third, or you stay within the game. And yun na nga here, tying this ball game.
Tignan natin which among these two teams you were talking about pre-game, Justin, that both these teams coming off losses and dikitan yung laban na yun, and they find themselves in a similar position dito sa ating laro.
Dikita na naman ang laro, and they will be tested here.
Shot clock is down to 4. Natividad, a bit off. Look at Conejo trying to get that ball back, but it will go back to Bulacan.
Have to give credit to both teams, no? Yung mga bench players nila, just really sparking both of their teammates.
Under 6 minutes to play with dito sa ating ball game. This is Hussein. Now Edison Jordan. Straight away 3. Ooh! He might have thought he will miss it. But saktong-sakto lang. Balik na muli ang kalamangan dito sa Bulacan, 71-68. Ledesma finds an opening. Tough shot, overshoots.
Talk about a big shot.
Yan yung kailangan mo dahil kanina pa nila hinahanap yung opensa nito ni Edison Jordan. He's had 5 here in the fourth. Hussein stepping through. Conejo ahead to Ledesma. Handoff to Natividad. Great execution para sa makabagong San Juan.
Great way to make up for that three-pointer on the other end.
Lead down to 1, 71-70. Vargas, Hesse. Attacks Natividad. Able to get it to Kunanan. The state to shoot now. Hapa. To Kunanan. That familiar two-man game. Rattles out. Couple of white shirts still down the court. San Juan have the numbers. Conejo. Malakas. Couldn't take advantage. Hapa sa kabila. Bangs bodies. Fades away and good.
That was a painful play there para sa San Juan, not being able to take advantage of that 5-on-3 fast break.
Well, for a very tight finish, 73-70. Bulacan back up by 3. Conejo. Now Natividad, long two. Ayaw pa rin. Under 4 minutes to play with, still a long way to go. They go to Hapa. At the pick from Cunanan once more. Hand off to Hussein, back to Edison. Blocked. Great coverage there coming from Chunako. Like the length nito ni Chunako. Ang daming pinahirapang tira nito sa larong to. And able to get it to Natividad. That time Vargas with the erasure.
We were talking about it in the halftime break, no? What Bulacan has to do is match the energy of San Juan, and they are doing it right now in the fourth.
Kumbaga, kung pipili ka na lang din naman ng quarter kung saan idadali mo na yung energy na yan. You were trailing at the end of that third.
Kumbaga, peak at the right time na lang.
Peak at the right time na lang, exactly. Well, hindi mo naman sinasabing to take some quarters off. But if you are to find that peak, wala na kasing fifth quarter eh.
Oh. Huwag mo nang sabihin yun. Baka mamaya magkaroon.
Okay. Well, overtime na yun. Hindi na yung fifth quarter.
Sa bagay. Quarter nga eh.
Quarter nga eh. So safe pa rin. As Hussein runs out of time, and Coach Zaldi reminding itong si Justin to just, you know that there was not enough time para to create some offense para sa Bulacan. Expected him to able to create for himself.
But San Juan needs to get a basket here. They have gone cold for a couple of minutes now. Only scoring 7 here in the fourth quarter.
After 3 minutes, nalalabi. Benitez couldn't finish off the glass. Just couldn't find his rhythm in this game so far. Number of misses dito kay Devron that he usually makes. Hapa. This time decides to pull up. Too strong. Battle for the board. Falls to the hands of Benitez. Now Sandig to Arzola. Gets the ball back. Nice drop pass. Natividad draws the foul. Heads to the line for a couple.
So a chance for them to cut this lead down.
Very unselfish there was Jello Arzola setting up itong si Natividad. Has been one of their key guys dito sa ating laro, Justin. You mentioned that off the bench and the impact that this kid has made. Talking about Johan Natividad. Already has 13, missing on that first though.
I like the length of this kid. Knows how to put himself in the position to score. Of course, most of them coming from the painted area.
14th point of the game para kay Natividad, and more importantly, able to cut this lead down to 2. Nice steal once again para kay Arzola, and it's tied the ball game at 73. Pressure from the mighty Warriors. Alcoriza, hounded by 2 black shirts. Last 2 minutes na tayo dito sa Amoranto Arena. Good finish from Yonko, and holding on to the left side of his face. San Juan trying to take advantage of the numbers. Escoto to Natividad, but Sandig down on the floor as well here para sa San Juan as play is stopped. It's a couple of players on the floor here. Yonko para sa Bulacan, and on the other side, it's Sandig.
So both players now from both teams, 1 apiece on the floor.
It was Yonko scoring earlier, pero yun nga, natamaan siya in that attempt. But now back on his feet, still holding on to that nose. But on the other side, not the side you want to see.
Wasn't able to catch what happened on the other side of the floor as I was looking at Yonko.
It was off that drive by Sandig. Helped up off the floor, so it's nice to see him, well, gingerly walking back to his bench. Being assisted.
We see our courtside reporter Daphne Cristobal there on the other side.
Need to get an update, of course. But with the minute and 47 left, 75 to 73, Bulacan still holding on to this 2-point lead using this fourth period. Be able to regain back the advantage, outscoring itong San Juan 19 to 10 in this payoff period.
And, both teams, no, replicating their previous game. It is a close ball game, pero isa lang ang makakabawi.
Some time for both teams to talk it over. Itong ganitong stretch, Justin, usually, yeah, ito yung moment na okay, magbigay ka na ng instructions mo, and that could be for the majority of this last minute and 47 na.
Especially on the defensive end. You have to give instructions where you think will make the most impact.
Of course, play was stopped when Sandig was on the floor. So I believe it would still be Makabagong San Juan Mighty Warrior possession. I think they just want to make sure kung kanino nga mapupunta yung possession. So that was the fall of Sandig. Slipped and might have hit his head on the hard court. That's why, yeah, medyo may mawoozy pa siya after getting up. So our officials sorting it out and explaining lang kay Coach Zaldi Oreliosa dito of Bulacan.
They're trying to figure out who the possession is with right now, but I think initially it is with Makabagong San Juan.
Right, play about to resume. 1 minute and 47 left on the clock. 75 to 73, JT Bulacan Taipan with his 2-point lead. Still 16 on the shot clock of the Mighty Warriors. Get it inside to Arzola. Drops it off. Natividad once again scoops it up and in.
Once again, Natividad tying this ball game for them.
75 to 75. Edison Jordan, kick out, Hapa. Another straightaway three. Short that time, rebounded by Benitez. Agas Natividad, rather. Chance ang makalamang dito para sa Makabagong San Juan. Arzola to a streaking Benitez, overshoots, gets another try, and finally able to score.
Benitez giving them the lead here. Just above a minute remaining and gets the steal.
Almost a counter steal para kay Edison Jordan. Picked up by Escoto. Arzola loses the leather. Babalik ang bola dito sa Bulacan. As JT Bulacan Taipan would like to talk it over. Now trailing by 2. Let's take another look at that series of rebounds as Devron Benitez. Not a lot to score in this game, but more importantly, giving the lead back to San Juan. Final 51.1 seconds of this ball game. We have a tight one, 77 to 75. San Juan up by 2. Bulacan, sila naman naghahabol dito after regaining back the lead. There's a run na ginawa nila dito sa fourth period after that third period that they would like to forget.
But just here in the last minute and a half, no, a quick 4-0 run dito para sa San Juan, giving them this 2-point lead. Of course, the steal by Benitez was that last crucial basket.
Short on that three is Edison Jordan. Still some time to work with. No need to foul para dito sa Bulacan. Arzola finds a way inside once again. Kick out. Escoto from the corner. Short. Natividad, another offensive rebound. Draws the foul. Oh. Or he is called for a foul rather. First on Natividad. Bulacan will call for another timeout, looking to draw up a play to tie or possibly take the lead. (77-75), San Juan holding on to this 2-point lead contra JT Bulacan Taipan, but it's Bulacan having possession with the last 21.2 seconds of this game. Coach Zaldi drawing something up. Who would you rely on ng mga ganitong oras kung ikaw naman yung Bulacan, Justin?
Well, I would want the ball in the hands of Justin Hapa because he can score the basketball and as well, he can also create for others.
They go to Edison Jordan. Checked by Escoto. Alcoriza to Vargas for three. That has been blocked by Arzola. Big block para kay Jello. No more time left. They have to foul. Jello Arzola, key defensive stop there. Able to block that attempt from Vargas.
And this is a meltdown by JT Bulacan.
That foul will just be the fourth team foul para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. So they would have to commit another with just 1.6 seconds left in this game. Final 1.6 seconds ng ating laro. San Juan still enjoying this 2-point advantage against Bulacan. Prior this play, a big block coming from Jello Arzola to deny that three-pointer para kay Vargas, as they would just like to inbound this ball safely. And they do so as the time will run out, and it would be San Juan holding on to this 2-point victory.
So just a collapse here para kay Bulacan, as you know, they were already down by 10 points. Nahabol nila. They did have a 5-point lead. Pero yun na nga, those two costly turnovers in the last minute and a half, you know, just giving San Juan this slim margin, and that was enough for them to come out with this 2-point victory.
77-75 nga ang ating magiging final score in the 16 under North Division matchup. Sa makabagong San Juan, sila ang makaka-bounce back after that loss against Taytay. Para sa JT Bulacan Taipan naman, make that 2 straight losses for the boys in white and red. But like you said, they were in prime position to come up with this victory, but some costly turnovers really didn't help their cause, and that key stop from Jello Arzola as well, which would have given JT Bulacan Taipan the lead kung nabitawan yun ni Vargas. But Jello Arzola really, maybe not the same impact from an offensive standpoint, but defensively, a number of key steals and that big block to end the ball game.
Oh, and the biggest defensive stop of the ball game as well in that last possession. You know, getting a hand on the three-pointer there by JT Bulacan. Of course, malaking tulong rin talaga yung bench ng makabagong San Juan with Natividad giving them a spark off the bench. Ito rin si Solas with 12 points. And Arzola also coming off that bench, being productive for them.
So check this sequence para kay Jello Arzola. 2 minutes and 11, he got a steal, completed the layup. At the minute 41 mark, he gave the assist kay Natividad to tie the ball game at 75. And then got the block dun nga against Vargas to end the ball game. So again, steals, blocks, that right? So we're wrapping up itong ating laro, the 16-under game, as some players in the 18-under division now prepping. But this time, punta na tayo kay Daphne Cristobal, who is with our Chef's Magic player of the game.
Appreciate it so much, Jaime and Justin. Johan, congratulations on this win. Hindi to basta-basta. Grabe pinaghirapan nyo ito. And several players sa inyo nagkaroon pa ng injury. But most importantly, nag-deliver ka in the final seconds para makuha itong panalong to.
Nakinig lang po kami kay Coach, tapos nilakasan lang po namin loob namin, lumaban lang kami, at naniwala lang kami sa isa't isa. Yun lang po.
Laking bagay ng paniniwala na yun, Johan. Baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan, batiin, go ahead.
Shoutout ko po yung tatay at nanay ko na nanonood sa amin. Yung buong pamilya ko, yung teammates ko, yung coaches namin na nagturo sa amin kung bakit kami nanalo ngayon. Sa girlfriend ko, sa nanay ng girlfriend ko, sa tito, sa tatay ng girlfriend ko. Yun lang po. Salamat po.
Again, Johan, congratulations sa bounce-back victory na rin to. Pati na rin sa Team San Juan. Saying it back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Daphne. Congratulations to Johan Natividad for being our Chef's Magic player of the game. Ang kanyang teammate and frontcourt partner, Kurt Devron Benitez, is our The Hustle Club defensive player of the game. 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block para kay Devron Benitez. He receives a discount coupon, and of course, Don Benito's assist man of the game. No surprises here. Justin Kevin Hapa. Bit of consolation prize para dito sa JT Bulacan Taipan. They will come up short, losing 77-75 against San Juan. One more game coming up, this time in the 18-under division. Last of a 3-game set nga para dito sa makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors going up against JT Bulacan Taipan. We'll take a short break. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL when we return.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga na Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahal.